Like Ricardo, Marx based his work on an analysis of the internal logical contradictions of the capitalist system. Marx's principal conclusion was what one might call the principle of infinite accumulation, that is, the inexorable tendency for capital to accumulate and become concentrated in ever fewer hands, with no natural limit to the process. This is the basis of Marx's prediction of an apocalyptic end to capitalism. Either the rate of return on capital would steadily diminish, thereby killing the engine of accumulation and leading to violent conflict among capitalists, or capital's share of national income would increase indefinitely, which sooner or later would unite the workers in revolt. In either case, no stable socio-economic or political equilibrium was possible. Marx's dark prophecy came no closer to being realized than Ricardo's. In the last third of the 19th century, wages finally began to increase. The improvement in the purchasing power of workers spread everywhere, and this changed the situation radically, even if extreme inequalities persisted and in some respects continued to increase until World War I. The communist revolution did indeed take place, but in the most backward country in Europe, Russia, where the Industrial Revolution had scarcely begun, whereas the most advanced European countries explored other social democratic avenues, fortunately for their citizens. Like his predecessors, Marx totally neglected the possibility of durable technological progress and steadily increasing productivity, which is a force that can, to some extent, serve as a counterweight to the process of accumulation and concentration of private capital. He no doubt lacked the statistical data needed to refine his predictions. He probably suffered as well from having decided on his conclusions in 1848, before embarking on the research needed to justify them. Marx evidently wrote in great political fervor, which at times led him to issue hasty pronouncements from which it was difficult to escape. That is why economic theory needs to be rooted in historical sources that are as complete as possible. And in this respect, Marx did not exploit all the possibilities available to him. What is more, he devoted little thought to the question of how a society in which private capital had been totally abolished would be organized politically and economically, a complex issue if ever there was one, as shown by the tragic totalitarian experiments undertaken in states where private capital was abolished. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and social media and support at Patreon. Thank you.